and welcome Vivacious Virgos. My name's Rose Smith from AbsoluteSoulSecrets.com, and I'm here to do your tarot horoscope for 2020. And just a little bit about how I work. If you haven't tuned in before, I'll do a bit of astrology and then some psychic channeling and then some tarot and a psychic summary at the end. It's a big year in 2020. It's a big year for everybody, and for you, dear Vivacious Virgos, this affects your connections and also your work. You may be letting go of some people in your life, whether that just be Facebook friends that don't communicate, or someone more important to you than that. But there's a real reassessment about who adds to your life and who actually takes away from your life. So yes, some connections will be going bye-bye, but that is actually a good thing because it's leaving space for new people who can feed you spiritually and you can feed them. So there's like a contribution that's reciprocal between the two of you. So in this big year we have 6 eclipses, and that's not usual. Normally it's only 3 or 4. So with 6, it's almost like they're rolling in on top of one another. Often the effects of eclipses only last a couple of months, up to 6 months, but with 6 all wrapped into the 1 year, it's like sooner get over one and then you're into the next one. So a lot of activity in the heavens, and added to that, we also have Jupiter, Saturn and Pluto in your 5th house, stirring things up. That's all about romance, creativity. It's about leisure and pleasure, fun, having some fun. You may be feeling closer to the world of the child, or having something to do with actual physical children around you, or even your own inner child, things coming back from the past when you were little. And with Saturn and Pluto and Jupiter, there's a lot of activity there for sure. It starts off, I will put some links actually in the description to my website, which will be more about astrology and some other links that might help you as well. So it starts off on the 10th of January straight in, and we have a lunar eclipse in your 11th house. So this is your connections and your friends and your groups. There may be some groups that you no longer go to and you just decide that you don't need those groups in your life. But this is all about letting go of things and other people so that you can be more free. So this is a bit of a shake-up actually. And then on the 12th, just 2 days later, there's Saturn conjuncting Pluto also in your 5th house of friends and connections. Now this house is also about your hopes and dreams. If you may find it's that something happens to a dream that you hold precious, or something you've been hoping for a while, and then you realize that it's not realistic, or it's not practical, or there's some sort of further delay that you hear. So with Saturn conjuncting Pluto, it's like a bit of a challenge. It's serious, like it's seriously hard work. Saturn loves to be serious. Saturn loves to put structure around things, boundaries, enclosures, containments, and these two going together. Pluto likes to destroy. It's sort of like the death planet, but it's destroying so that new things can be rebuilt. So if you're going to build a house, you buy an old house, sometimes you have to destroy part of that house so you can renovate. That's really what's going on. Could be going on in your physical body too, where little niggly things are coming up, and it's almost like something fails, or there's some sort of, you don't feel well, and that's so that your health can come back in abundance. So March 21 to July 1, Saturn then moves into your 6th house. So when you get those things sort of sorted out, then it's more about your everyday routine and, again, your health and well-being. And so just think of a mountain, and it's quite a steep mountain like that, and you kind of go round and round in circles to get to the top. You have to go round and round in circles. Excuse me, because if you went straight up, it's too hard. But I can see these mountains, and it's green on the bottom and snow capped at the top. The view is stunning, and so too the sense of achievement when you finally overcome these challenges that Saturn will initially present. And I say initially because it's not permanent. Once you come to terms with it, you find a way around the mountain to keep going to get to your goal. It would be like if you approach the mountain to go straight up like that, pretty soon you would realise this is unrealistic, and there might be rock slides or whatever. There's very few people that can just walk straight up a mountain. And so better to go the longer, slower way and get there, because Saturn loves stability. He doesn't like change, and so if you just go slowly, you can bed into his energy and he can bed into your energy, so to speak. So your everyday routine could change, so it is good to have a routine under this influence. So if you're not in a routine, put yourself into a routine, and that includes doing things like walking, having your food at set times rather than eating at all times of the day and night, having your sleep at set times. Saturn loves routine, and especially here. So this is all about making you more efficient and more effective. Okay. April 4, June 20 and November 12th, Jupiter and Pluto conjunct in your 5th house. This is very powerful, and you could be feeling very passionate. Okay, so Saturn, as I was saying before, loves this routine, loves stability, safety, conservatism, tradition. Pluto, the death planet, and karmic, the karmic planet, the hand of fate. And it's like past lives can come back, or even genetic memories from your family and things like this. Like Pluto is a really far out sort of planet that the influences go beyond this life. And so there's all of this energy coming in from our past in one way or another, so that we can be reborn in a sense. Like the phoenix rising. Okay, so a lot of passion. You could be feeling really driven towards something with Pluto. Pluto has this energy, can be a bit obsessive, addictive, ruthless. So just make sure you don't go overboard in some way and get obsessed with an idea or with a person. Because try to balance everything up so that Pluto, that sort of energy doesn't overwhelm your life. And Jupiter's wanting you to expand, so think about it in those terms. May 13th to June 25, Venus retrograde in your 10th house of career and reputation. Things could go a bit quiet in your career, and also what might happen is you hear of a job, an old job that you used to have in the past, because things from the past can come back, and situations and people. So if you had an old lover, for example, that was somehow connected with your work, that lover you may hear news of or may come back, that job may come back, that sort of thing. Some things will need changing in your career, and this gives you time to reflect. And this, in a very real way, this year is a lot about reviewing, reassessing and reflecting on different aspects of your life. So your career is included in that. June 5 sees a lunar eclipse in your 4th house of home and family. So you could have a shake-up here. Maybe something goes on with one of your children or somebody in the family, so that transformation occurs and things change. It's not the same as what it was. June 21st, solar eclipse in your 11th house, which is beautiful because that opens the door to new friendships, new connections, and new hopes and dreams. So if your hopes and dreams were dashed earlier in the year, here we have another second chance where there's an opportunity for you to reflect, review, reassess your hopes and dreams and get them more in touch with reality. July 1 until December 17th, Saturn goes back to the 5th house, challenging your creativity and perhaps romance. You may be looking for romance, but you can't find romance at this time, or maybe you found someone but it doesn't progress. There's like obstacles or something in the way. And again, it's like you've got to climb a mountain, and a lot of patience is required. Try not to force the situation, because that will only make it worse. It won't work out. July 5, lunar eclipse again in the 5th house, reviewing your romance, creativity, and also entertainment. Maybe you're just feeling a bit flat and you just don't want to go out. That's okay, that's fine. There's like a shake-up, so things are coming from your subconscious, coming up for you to deal with. September 14th to November 14th, Mars retrograde in your 8th house. Okay, so this is all about shared resources, including intimacy, other people's money, such as loans or 401k or superannuation if you're in Australia. And with Mars retrograde there, you're probably not very motivated. Maybe you were going to get a loan and now you've changed your mind. Or intimacy, there's like issues in a relationship and you know they're there, but you don't really feel motivated to try and resolve them at this stage. And it's also to do with sex as well. Maybe you just don't feel like having sex, and that's fine. 30th of November, lunar eclipse in your 10th house of career and reputation. So you're again reassessing things, reviewing things, a bit of a shake-up. Maybe there's some changes. I'm getting the word promotion. A promotion could come, maybe not exactly on this date, but just after this date. There's something about a promotion could be delayed though. So 14th of December, the solar eclipse is in your 4th house of home and family. So this is new beginnings around the home. Maybe somebody falls pregnant or somebody comes into the home that's like family. Maybe it's one of your kids' friends and they become like family, or they're always there, There's changes around your home. It could be like physical changes, renovations, or you may move home, downsize or upsize, but that's your focus on your home and family. 17th of December, Saturn into your 6th, and December into your December 19th, Jupiter into your 6th. This is a very powerful sort of combo, these two together, and they could be having a little bit of a ding-dong between them, because Jupiter and Saturn are sort of like chalk and cheese, and they're both in the same house, and so you're going to have to be balancing out the energies between the two, of the expansion and adventurous feeling of Jupiter versus the more stable, quieter, solid, earthy energy of Saturn. It's in your 6th, so it's your everyday routine. It's your health and also your well-being, how you feel, and what you do on a daily basis, your everyday type work. It's not the big sort of thing that you do with passion, but it's like the normal routine, mundane type of stuff that you do on a daily basis. So Saturn loves routine, so he might want you to get into a routine here, and maybe you're having a bit of an issue with that, working out a routine that actually works for you. So as I mentioned before, really important, things like food on the table at the right time, your sleep, and downtime every day where you're not rushing like a maniac every day, and getting into something like that. And Jupiter wants you to have fun and to go out and into the world and expand your horizons. So you'll have to figure that out. So now I'll just have a quick psychic look for you vivacious Virgos for 2020. Yes, so I see a ladder here. This is a ladder to success, and it's like you're climbing the ladder to success. So this is ascension in consciousness. You're becoming more insightful and more aware all of the time. So congratulations to you. And I get the feeling that many of you are actually consciously working on your own self-development, and your evolution as a person and as a spiritual being. So Spirit just wants me to congratulate you now on the fact that you don't give up and that you keep trying and you keep growing. Alrighty, let's have a look at the cards now, and I've already shuffled them up, vivacious Virgos, but I will give them a quick shuffle again now because I like them nice and fresh. Alrighty, now the times I mentioned before, the dates I mentioned before, that's like a day either side, because depends what country you're in, okay, as to the actual date that the influences hit you. And these months that I give you now, these timings I give you now, are approximate, they're guidelines only. So I'm going to draw 5 cards for the whole year, and we're starting with January, February into March for vivacious Virgos. I'm just closing my eyes. There's a bunch of flowers in front of me, and there's like a white bouquet that you'd see at a wedding. So that means there's an actual wedding you're going to, or it can also mean that you're integrating energy of the opposites. So you might have had a challenge in some way, but January, February into March, you're integrating it, and there's happiness around it. Okay, so let's see what card comes out for you. There we go, bingo. Knight of Pentacles. This is on the physical level. Your body, your possessions, your money. Strength is coming to you. I get the feeling here too, a new start. Even though it's a knight, I feel like there's an ace. So a new beginning as well. This is about expanding your horizons, going out into the world. Somehow your money and your possessions could be involved in that. You may expand your horizons by buying a new home or thinking about it, or going traveling, any number of ways. But strength is here. See the line? And I want to say new beginnings because I can feel that. Okay, so that's February, March, and into January, February, and into March. Now we'll do March, April, May for vivacious Virgos. Okay, and we've got the Page of Pentacles. Okay, again on the physical level, your possessions, maybe your body, certainly your money, action to be taken, and good news. You could have a lucky stroke of luck, lucky stroke of luck, but it won't just fall into your lap. You need to actually do something. See, she's wearing red there. Something needs to be done to facilitate the good luck. But this is a great time for doing physical type projects, and maybe you do want to do something around the home, or you know some structure in your life, and it just sort of happens. with a bit of action where you've kicked off the ball and you've taken some action, and then it flows. Okay, so it's March, April, May, June, July, May, June, July, middle of the year for vivacious Virgos, and we've got the Four of Wands. It's funny because these two cards came out for Libra that I just did. I should have done Virgo before Libra, but I got sidetracked. The same cards coming out in different positions. Fiery, passionate energy. See, there's 4 baseball bats here that form like a window. This is a window of opportunity for you, vivacious Virgo, to take some harvest, to take some reward. Something that you've been doing, working on a project, is now about to pay off. And it could be to do with this earlier time period here where you got good news about something, and now you take the harvest. So she's got a bunch of grapes there, and a little basket of grapes as well. See all the green leaves? That indicates new growth and new opportunity. She's wearing yellow, the solar plexus, confidence, self-esteem, authority, credibility. She's successful in what she's doing. There's a sort of jade green here in the background, expressing herself and the things in her heart that she desires. And it is about desire because it's wands, it's fiery energy, a passionate energy. And it would be good at this time to take some rewards for everything that you do. Maybe you want to go on a break. Maybe you want to take some money and buy yourself something really nice. Okay, so that's May, June, July, August, September, October. August, September, October. August, September, October for vivacious Virgos. And we'll come out with that one. Okay, 7 of Pentacles. Something has been growing, but there's a little bit of impatience. So we've taken the break here and taken some rewards, but don't take too many rewards because there's a little sort of disappointment here later in the year. Looks like it gets off to a fine start, but then there's a slowdown. So this could be some sort of disillusionment about money or your possessions. So take this, but don't take too much money. Don't overspend is what I'm trying to say. Don't let your passion actually get carried away with your passion. And now we're looking at October, November and December for vivacious Virgos, and we come up with the Hierophant. Okay, well this is very interesting because there's a lot of knowledge here for you, and this knowledge will eventually be for sharing with other people, because there's no point in having knowledge and then just sitting on it. See, she's sitting on the knowledge, but then she's got this red here, which is for action. So you can sit on it while you're assimilating the knowledge and working out what you're going to do with it, but then there comes a time for action. See, in the book, there's 2 keys. 2 keys in the book. I don't know if the resolution's good enough for you to see that, but knowledge is key. And she's got a key here in her hand. So there's 3 references to keys here. So during the year, you're going to acquire a lot of knowledge and a lot of intuition. This is a major arcana card, and there's a big focus on money in the year with all those pentacles and also your possessions, and then some fiery, motivated wands energy. But it all comes to a head at the end of the year, the last quarter of the year, with all this knowledge that you've accumulated. And I suspect that Spirit really wants you to share that with other people. Okay, vivacious Virgos, I'll just close my eyes to sum up for you now. So I'm really stuck on that Hierophant card. It's also about tradition and gaining knowledge from various sources, not just the one source. Some of the things you find out you won't actually like, but you'll figure out a solution to those issues so that you'll be able to present the knowledge in a balanced way. Okay, now I've got two canoes. They look like American Indian canoes on a big river, sailing down a river. So rivers relate to your energy, your chi force running through every cell in your body and through the veins and also the arteries and that sort of thing. And I get this sense of all of this energy coming in, and you're getting this knowledge, but there's also this energy of instinct and going back to earlier times when we didn't just rely on, our logical mind, and this sort of feeling with the earth and the rivers. I'm sure there's more to that, but I'm not sure what it means other than that and what I've just said, but I think there's more. Vivacious venues. I see vivacious Virgos. I see you in a restaurant, which is a venue. So that's something else that might be happening. More meals out during 2020. It certainly, on a spiritual level, relates to a variety of the spiritual energy that you take in. So coming from different sources is really important. So I get a lot of assimilation and learning around you this year, 2020, and that you will get that from a variety of sources, which is good because you don't know, if you just get it from the one place, you don't know if it's correct. So it's a matter of doing research these days to find out what the truth is. But more importantly, find it within yourself. Because when you come across the truth, you'll get that aha feeling in yourself, and then you know. Okay, well, thank you very much. I'd just like to take this opportunity, Vivacious Virgos, to thank you for supporting me through 2019. I have a tiny channel that's now growing, and it's growing into a small channel, and it's all because of you watching my videos and my live streams. So thank you very much, and I just want to wish you a very happy, healthy and prosperous 2020. If you've liked this video, please do give it a like, subscribe to my channel, and don't forget to click the notification bell. If you need a psychic reading, come on over to absolutesoulsecrets.com. 24/7, we're there. Okay, have a wonderful year, and I'll be back again soon with more videos. Thanks a lot, and bye for now. Thanks so much for watching. Please visit my website absolutesoulsecrets.com for all things spiritual. Have a lovely day.